Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is John Clayton. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic, and I've been clean and sober since February 21st, 2021. And my cat Mittens keeps trying to say hello. So February 6th, unconditional love and step 5. Many of us have looked upon and seen unconditional love in the eyes of the person hearing our fifth step. It works. Step 5. From addict to addict, sponsor to sponsor, sponsee to sponsee, there's nothing in NA that all of us experience the same way. There's the popularized or even idealized notion of how things should go, and there's how they actually happen. Many of us resist step 4 because of step 5. The thought of being that vulnerable with someone is scary. And when we hear those wonderful stories of members reading their inventories to their sponsors and immediately feeling relief and acceptance, we may feel more intimidated than reassured. Many of us do have a sponsor whose eyes reflect unconditional love and who says all of the right things. But what about tomorrow? Like all other spiritual principles, unconditional love takes work. It's not a snap your fingers moment, a switch we turn for the perfect moment that says bright without fail. NA provides a piece of all of us. Um, NA provides a place for all of us, a place where any addict can find hope. We deserve the love of the fellowship. Yes, that requires the individual effort of members. Unconditional love is more than merely loving someone for who they are regardless of. In the sponsor-sponsee relationship, loving is more than just accepting a sponsor shared. Unconditional love says that I will invest in your growth no matter what. I intentionally decide to invest in someone regardless of who you are or what you've done. We all deserve that. I also have to be working on myself to loosen and remove the conditions on love that my life experiences have placed there. We don't do it perfectly, and how we express unconditional love isn't uniform from addict to addict or from day to day. Accepting the unconditional love that's offered also takes work. For many of us, the fifth step is an opportunity to do just that. Perhaps even more so. It's the day after when we call our sponsor and they're there for us, just like yesterday. Love is a decision that needs to be made over and over again. I'm willing to take action about that decision today regarding a fellow member and unconditionally express love as best I can. Yeah, that's a good reading too. Well, they're all good readings, really. But you know, I at the moment I don't have a sponsor anymore, and I do know I need to get another sponsor eventually, and I'm sure I will. But it's my own fault for the reason for me not having my sponsor anymore because I didn't call him enough and I didn't reach out enough and I mean I have done the 12 steps twice, And well, the first time I did it, I went over the very first three three steps with my sponsor, and then or my, the very first four steps, 3 or 4 steps, I can't remember the 3 or 4 steps that went over with my sponsor, and I was still in treatment at the time, but because we had to at least work on our steps a little bit every day as part of my program, so I ended up finishing the first set of steps without my sponsor. So the when I did my second set of steps, I would do a step, and then I would go over it with my sponsor. I would do a step, I would go over with my sponsor, and then I did that for I think the first 3 or 4 steps again, and yeah, I don't know what happened. I ended up finishing them off without my sponsor, and it's almost as if I was sponsoring myself, self-sponsoring myself, but I'm not. I swear I'm not. Or at least I'm not trying to. But, you know, as part of my daily programming, me doing these 2 channels, on the spiritual a day and the just for today, that helps me too. That's also part of my programming. And and what a and I'm looking for other ways and means to put more content on YouTube. So what an idea to if I'm going to do this every day, then I might as well share it with you every day. And by me doing this with you every day, then I'm almost obligated. Well, it obligates me because especially doing the just for today and the spiritual principle of the day, because I mean those readings are dated daily, so if I want to stay on top of it, then we got to do it every day, and we might as well do it together. So thank you for joining me today. I appreciate every one of you. Please hit like and subscribe. I really want to boost up this community. I'm working at trying to get better at presenting myself, and with doing these readings, my eyes are fucked right now, so I gotta use my Cyclops eye to help me see a little bit better. And even with these reading glasses and this magnifying glass, and I still struggle to bloody read, but I should hopefully be able to get an appointment set up here fairly soon to go get my eyes redone, and then hopefully I can work on getting some glasses. And I would really like to get some teeth, so that way when I smile, you can say, hey, that guy doesn't look too bad. Instead, when I smile, it's like, holy cow, did that guy age 100 years? Anyway, nobody's told you today that they love you. Well, I love you, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.